Okay, guys, Matthew back. I want to do a follow up on the motor. As you can see, I have it mask off. I got the red done and the masking done. Before I do that, I want to go back to uh, 2 videos ago. I done a video about this and make an apology about a comment that I done on this. I didn't catch it when I said it. A lot of times when I get excited, I'll just start rambling off whatever comes in my head. And my wife actually caught it this morning when she was watching my videos. She watches them every morning once she get ready for work. And because I don't have time to read the comments as they come in. And she said the comment that I made about if you didn't go run around and buy this, you weren't serious about the hobby. That I shouldn't have made that comment. And I think that was something that just popped into my head and it came out of my mouth before I even caught it. And it is true that I should have said that. And I do apologize to the community because it is an expensive little board. I think it's like $16 for this little thing. And it dawned on me later that possibly everybody can't afford this little thing. But I was so excited about it, and it was the first time I had used it, and I was 10 minutes into using it when I showed it to you, and I was excited about it, and it rolled out of my mouth. So I did want to apologize for that, and I did have a comment on the back of red from Mike that he said he wasn't serious about the hobby. He'd only been in 30 years, and that kind of said, yeah, it did come across wrong. So Mike and everybody else, I do apologize for that. I try not to make smart ass comments on my channel, and that did come across that way. So I do want to apologize for that. And so now let's go ahead with the motor here. We have mask off. This is still wet on the back. I've just done it. Now you can put this in a hot box with the silly putty on it, and it will dry okay. But when you take it first out, don't try and peel the silly putty off because it heats up, and then it will stick to your part that way, and it makes it very stringy, very hard to get off. So you have to just leave it set aside until the silly putty cools back to room temperature. So I tend to just go ahead and peel mine off, right away. So this has not been in a hot box, and this is still wet, so I just sprayed it. And this is the steel dark. No, I'm sorry, dark aluminum from AK Extreme Metal, and this is over just my gray normal primer that I use. So we'll go ahead and get this started peeling loose here. And if it doesn't all come off, don't worry. You can go back and it was come off easier than that one. I was trying to get it to stay on. And you can actually use the putty itself as an agent to get the other putty off, because it will re-stick to itself. You just make a ball and go back and stick it to the other spots, and it'll come right off. So there's a little chunk stuck somewhere. You use it to just want to be careful around the wet parts that you don't get the putty down onto those. Then you start seeing the other colors come into. I know the motor looked red yesterday when you seen it. This is bright and early the next morning. It looked red when you seen it, but it's actually that Molly orange from House of Color. So yeah, like, see what I mean? You can just take the putty and it'll just pull it right out. And the same along here, we take the putty and it'll pull it loose where there's putty stuck. So like a silver or something left over there. And after a while, it does get some of this silver or something will transfer off. and no more than the eggs cost. You can't replace them. I just haven't, for whatever reason. I do probably should pick up some new eggs. I hate to go along this fresh painted edge here too much to get the putty, so I may just scrape along there with a toothpick and pull that out. But then you can see, we get to zoom in here. We have the three colors we wanted. We have the molly orange, the red bell housing. Now we have mask off the transmission, and there's no touch up. You can see I just now took the putty off. You're seeing it for the first time as I am. There's still some putty left along there. It's probably still a little rough along the metal part there. It'll stay zoomed in. I'm gonna have to take a toothpick and go in there and get that putty off of there. It's just wet. I'm being very, very gentle with it. If it stays zoomed in, we'll be able to show it better. There you go. Yeah, you can see all I gotta do is go in there and run a toothpick around there and it'll clean that right off. But we got beautiful, beautiful lines. I mean, you can see how crisp and clear that transmission is around there. The paint went exactly where it was supposed to. Bell housing, transmission. So that's how I do my masking to paint stuff. I know on here it doesn't look like much of a color change, but it actually is. So I want to get this painted this morning, so I'm going to start assembling the motors. I'm getting the rest of this stuff done. I have the valve covers are going to be in black. They're not clear coated. They're just sprayed right out of the bottle. It goes this way. Right out of the bottle black. So it'll be kind of it looks shiny, but it shouldn't be. Black. And then start building up the blower and all that stuff, which is done in different metallizers and whatnot. So, alright, I'll cut that off there. I'm not trying to make it too long. So, there we are, guys. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye.